I rise in support of H.R. 255, the Promoting Women in Entrepreneurship Act. Our bill encourages the National Science Foundation to use its successful entrepreneurial education and training programs, such as the Innovation Corps, known as I-Corps, and Partnerships for Innovation, to inspire, recruit, and support women scientists and engineers interested in turning their laboratory discoveries into commercial technology. You may ask, why is it that we need a bill like this? We have these programs. Doesn't everyone know that we need more women in the STEM fields? The answer is we have a twofold. Number one, we have a workforce shortage. If you take the field of advanced manufacturing by itself, in New England, there are 16,000 positions open currently. We have people looking for work, many of them women. They don't have the skill set to meet that open job need right now, and that is a need for America to fill those jobs. So number one, we need our qualified workforce with appropriate skills to meet the jobs of today. But we also need to think about the jobs of tomorrow. We are a wonderfully diverse country. Over half of our workforce is women and people of color, historically, chronically still underrepresented in the STEM fields. There are problems we aren't even addressing and solutions we haven't thought of if we don't have more women with these power tools of the STEM skills addressing the challenges and opportunities that this country is facing. So it is both a moral and an economic imperative that we equip more young women. And that is what our bill aims to do here today. I've heard time and time again in my district, where we have a lot of small startup companies and major universities, about this challenge that we face, bridging that gap between the laboratory and what happens in the commercial workforce. And through my work, I formed a STEM advisory council, met with them for the last 2 years, and here are among the problems they identified: limited access to capital, a lack of women mentors in the STEM fields, unmanageable expectations for work-life balance, and unconscious biases against women in the sciences. These are among the sorts of issues that the I-Corps and the Partnership for Innovation have been designed to help close that gap to deal with these issues. So I want to give you examples of 2 of the women in my district who I've met with who are benefiting from these programs and why we need to have more of them and the kinds of difference that they'll make. The first is Zhenmin Shah. She's a student at the University of Connecticut and helped the Way Laboratory secure a National Science Foundation I-Corps grant to commercialize her work on tissue engineered scaffolds, innovative work which is going to help with bone repair and regeneration. She attributes her success to her female advisor and mentor, Professor Mayway, who encouraged her as a young woman to carry out her path forward in the biotech world. And she helped her make that transition from the lab and the classroom out into the commercial world. And it's turning that research project. She was lucky. She was lucky. She had a mentor, and she had a mentor with the experience to help close this gap. Claire Leonardi, who's the CEO of Health Essence, a digital health startup firm in Avon, Connecticut, received seed grant funding and gained access to hands-on training workshops to learn how to market her technology to consumers. She's now equipped with the tools to take her discovery and bring it into market. Both of these women scientists are examples of the kind of innovation, the kind of economic engine, and the problem solving we need all Americans to participate in. So that is what's at stake. That's why we're proposing this. This is not simply about having a poster at the Air and Space Museum with a diverse group of scientists to hang on the wall and inspire young people. That's important. But it's also important to build on the good work we've already done with the National Science Foundation to really provide that equipment, those tools, those mentors, the training to take those lab discoveries, the basic R&D, and commercialize it. So I'm very excited that we're introducing this bill. It passed with overwhelming support in the last Congress. Once again, sadly, did not pass in the Senate, but we'll start early in this Congress. And I'm delighted to be working again with my colleague, Ms. Comstock, with the ranking member, Eddie Bernice Johnson, who's here today, and with Chairman Smith, who is detained in other committee work. And with that, I reserve the balance of my